everyone! Welcome to another episode of Break the Mold. I am Joji and we're back with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to share my ways of battling depression. This is a requested video by a former student, John Dave Bugais. I would like to put an emphasis on the word my because this is my own way of managing my emotional instability. I would not want to call it depression. I don't want to alarm the people around me. I also don't want to self-diagnose myself with depression. I only have emotional instability like sadness, anxiety, and fear like most people do as well. So here are my ways of battling depression. But before we start with the ways of battling depression, let's discuss first why this has been a very timely issue in this time of pandemic. Because one reason of feeling depressed is if we are undergoing a sudden change in our environment, like what have happened in this pandemic. Before that, we were on our normal daily routine, and then in the snap of a finger, we were transported and we were quarantined at home, doing the things that we don't normally do, and that's a sudden change in our environment. That's why many people are experiencing depression in this time of pandemic. So to start with, the first thing that I do when I encounter emotional instability is that I acknowledge it. Every time I feel extreme sadness, I acknowledge it. I don't deny it, and I don't pretend that I am happy even though that I'm sad. I always tell my friends that if you are in pain, feel it until it pains no more. So that's what I do every time I feel emotional instability. I acknowledge it. If I am afraid, I'm not pretending that I'm not. And that leads us to the second step, which is be vocal about it. Every time I encounter fear or sadness, I tell it to people. I vocalize it, and I'm very verbal about it. Like, I'm telling them that I'm feeling extreme sadness right now. I don't know the reason. And you know, the important thing about being vocal about it is finding people who is willing to listen. People who are not intrigued with the reason, but just willing and heartfully want to listen to whatever you want to say. So if you have people like that who are willing to listen, not because they are intrigued by your dramas, you treasure them because these are the people that will give you support and will give you the comfort that you need in times like this. The third thing that I do in situations like this is to stay connected or to reconnect with friends and family. During this pandemic, we were asked to observe physical distancing, but that doesn't mean that we need to socially distance ourselves with our friends and family because we can still stay connected without physically being there. We need to maximize the use of social media or the technology to feel that we are not alone. The next thing that I do in times where I feel emotionally unstable is I pause. I remind myself that it's okay not to be productive for a certain period of time. I remind myself not to get into the pressure of the fast-changing world or to the pressure of the things that is happening around me, because if you look into it, there are so many things that are happening. All I need to do is to pause and reflect. I remind myself to take a break and to rest because I needed that time to reflect on the things that is happening around me and to remind myself of the things that motivated me for a long time and the things that makes me happy. Last but not the least is I pray. in whatever situation that we are in, whether sadness, fear, anxiety, or even happiness and enjoy, we should not forget to pray, because this is something that will calm us and will give us a comfort that we need in situations like this. So that's it for today's video. I hope this will help you one way or another, and I hope you find your own ways of managing whatever you are battling right now. Comment down below, what are your suggestions in fighting depression? Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell to be updated on my latest video.